Hey, it's Roger. I'm on location in a beautiful decorated model with a YouTube subscriber who became a client and then subsequently became a friend, she and her husband. And it's Marcy Sacks. And you know, I always tell you, if you're a subscriber, if you're not, take care of business, but you need to call us first. You need to get us involved before you reach out to the builders. And here's why. Again, the builder, if you talk to them, filled out a form, blah, 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 they think they got you. And if we then come to represent you, they'll say, well, we had them first, we won't pay you. That bothers me. Call me, I'll tell you why. And that's exactly what happened with Marcy and Bob. Tell us that story about how your husband made the announcement to you about the move.
He found you on YouTube and you got under his skin and said, that's it. He told me, I found our realtor. What a surprise.
Wow. Now, you're an interior designer. You did a lot of work in New York City where you just moved from. Tell us the process, how you can help some of our clients.
You're buying in a new state, you're moving, you're committing to it. It's a house until you put your stamp on it and you're gonna make it a home. And a lot of times you might need some help. You walk into the model, everything is hung professionally. The stagers have done a bang up job. Sometimes all the models run together and things kind of look alike and you're worried, you're stressed. How are you gonna take some of your pieces and integrate them into the new pieces that are going to work? Sometimes you're downsizing, or what I like to call right sizing, and you need to make some purchases. I am known to say that it's great to work smarter, not harder, and spending a little bit of money on a designer is the right thing to do.
All right, back to me. So here's the thought for us. I had already met Marcy and her husband, and we were working to help them, but then now we buy a house and it's already in progress and there's certain things that needed to be done. One thing she did brilliantly, we had a tray ceiling, but no coffers, and my wife wanted coffers. This woman, tell us that process, how you went in and looked at the windows and made some decisions for us.
So the tray ceiling was tremendous, and it actually spanned over 2 separate areas. And the challenge was, how do you define those areas and still make it cohesive? We made sure that it was all aligned with the windows, that your eye was going to pick it up magically. I communicated with the contractor exactly the sizing that we needed. It looks amazing. I'm very happy for you guys.
Well, not only that, guys, back to me, but you know, there were like 6 or 7 puck lights up there, and she goes, oh, those need to go. Well, we had to move them because everything changed in the ceiling. Plus we had to do a lot of caulking and drywall and stuff, which was great. We got local contractors. She brought me the carpenter, fabulous. And then she's like, no, you need to take those lights down. Well, what should we replace them with, Marcy? And you said,
remind me,
like
what
19,
did I say?
You said you need to put a light in every one of those.
I said the correct way to do this is to light each coffer, and we did it with the right Kelvin, the right lumen, and all the direction was done so that everything is exactly as it should be.
Well, then another point, I said, okay, I want to get a couple of skylights in the kitchen because it's kind of dark. You know, we got a beautiful windows and got a back patio, but kind of dark. So I said, I'm going to put a skylight here in there. And she said,
let's discuss exactly where they're going and where the light is going to be so that it works for you.
I said, I'm going to put 1, and you said?
It should be 2 so that it's balanced.
Oh, my. So what about balance and perspective and all that?
Balance and symmetry is something that's really something that people struggle with. A lot of times when you're going out shopping, you're in a store that doesn't have a ceiling, that doesn't have walls. You're also worried about how you're going to integrate some of the pieces that you have, and people have a challenge with it. My design therapy sessions help secure all of that, take that stress away.
Well, one other thing is you help with blinds and shades. Talk about that.
I offer a great discount. I rep for Hunter Douglas. I have my own studio. I have my own workroom to do drapery work. You walk into a model and you see that they have amazing drapery. The stagers do such great work on the model, and then you want to fabricate it yourself. I would love the opportunity to be your resource for all of that.
Right, you've even got your own installer on the blinds and all that.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So what else where can you inject yourself in our clients' moving? I mean, they've lived in the same house for 30 years. They're moving from Pittsburgh what to keep, what to take, what to give to the movers, blah, blah, blah.
So much is available resource-wise with the models, the blueprints. I can be the boots on the ground to actually go there and take a measurement as well. I can really help you with your furniture, with what's going on. You want to make sure that you're setting your budget. I will tell you that supply chain stuff with furniture is still an issue. You want to make sure that what you're going to order is secured. Maybe you don't put your money down on it because you want to make sure that you're not doing anything that's negative with your mortgage, but you want to know what your story is.
Well, I'm always thinking about how much am I paying for this mover, and why am I moving stuff that I might as well give it to Salvation Army now if I'm going to move it and then give it to Salvation Army. And I like Salvation Army because they preach the gospel as well as help people. But so here's what's cool about what she did for our family personally, and again, I'm personally indebted, is that she didn't push us. Patty's got her own great instincts, which I always celebrate her for. And Marcy will make an idea, she's got an opinion, and Patty's got opinions, and she always lets us make the final choice that we are comfortable with, and that really felt good. But even on furniture, so we wanted to buy some new furniture, and that's always going to be a question. Some people move down, like my clients Scott and Karen, they said, we're just going to bring a mattress. And their furniture came the other day, and tucked away in the furniture was a Jack the Real Estate Dog mug. Booyah. But for instance, she went with us to the furniture store, very good furniture store, the first time and helped us pick it out. Long story short, we had a little issue with they made a mistake, not her, but they did, and we had to redo it. And to redo it, I said, Patty, just go on. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. Just go. You know what you want. And she went, and guess what? We had another problem. Well, guess who came along as our support and backed us up and helped just straighten it out? I felt like we had a little leverage with Marcy. So Marcy, give us your phone number, your contact info.
704-503-9721. That's 704-503-9721. And check me out on romancingtheHomeInteriors.net.
Tell me about that name real quick.
Romancing the Home Interiors, because if you're not in love with your home, we should chat.